Gemini. My name is Echo, and thank you for joining me for your March 2025 tarot reading. So, we do have a North Node in Pisces and a South Node in Virgo right now. The North Node in Pisces is a dreamy energy, very heart based. So, look for messages in dreams that may come through to you. You may feel more pulled to things that resonate with you in a dreamy heart space energy, the things you are very passionate about, even though they may not follow the status quo of a typical 9 to 5, so to speak. You also have the South Node in Virgo, like we all do. And Virgo is all about detail, organization, and setting things to order, structure. So the North Node is our pull to what we are focusing on at this time. And the South Node is lessons already learned, things we already know, things that we can apply. So just use those two in tandem together. And I have a feeling that March is going to have a beautiful energy for you. We do a Mercury retrograde coming up on I believe it's on the 14th, just following an eclipse that will be on the 13th, the 14th of this month, depending where you live. Look at where that's at. And that is going to be in the sign of Virgo. So see where that is in your chart and see how that applies to you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and continue this reading. I do apologize for the late reading, Gemini. I did move into a new space. You may see that things are a little bit different here in my little metaphysical shop. They offered me a new suite, and the way it worked out with all the people and the location involved, it just worked to our favor. Sometimes spirit gives you something and you take it graciously. So thank you everyone who was involved in that move. And I really hope that this works out for the better for both of us and we all just enjoy it. So let's go ahead and continue. Pardon my gravelly voice as well. I do have a bit of a cold I'm fighting off at this time. So I have my water here. If I pause for a second, it's just to take a sip so you don't have to listen to the gravel in my voice. All right, starting off your reading with the Animal Spirit Tarot. I got this for another sign. You have the Ant Spirit, Time to Collaborate. So on their own, as I said in that Aquarius reading where this popped up, my dear Gemini, ants are quite capable of lifting multiple times their weight on their own, but when they collaborate on a situation, they can do that much more. So you are attracting people at this time who resonate with you, who really align to something that you are working towards, something you're passionate about, and you may almost accidentally be tripping over them. But ants have a colony, so it's like a hive mind where the queen kind of runs the show and her soldiers go out and they make sure to come back and bring food back to the colony. So you need to determine when you're going to be that queen who kind of runs the show and when you need to be the soldier ant who goes out, to do whatever needs to be done and fortify your mound. I don't see that this is an issue for you at this time. It's almost like you're finding your tribe with very little effort in the month of March. Next, you have Waning Gibbous Moon Wisdom. So you're turning knowledge into wisdom at this time. Almost like you have an experience that you've been through very recently or maybe in recent years that seems to be coming full circle, and you're being pulled to look back on the path behind as you're trying to focus on the path ahead. I hope this makes sense. So like when you glance over your shoulder at the way you have walked, it can give you a great sense of accomplishment, see how much you've grown, see how much you've established, and see how far you've come. But it can also point out places where you find yourself considering what held you back, what didn't serve you, and trying to contemplate a way forward that actually works better for you and actually works to your favor. So if you find yourself contemplating things in the past, it's just because you're turning knowledge into wisdom and you're operating with that wisdom at this time. You're not dwelling on things from an emotional state, sheerly for the sake of, putting yourself down in the dumps. You're looking to create from the energy and the that you've already experienced and what you've already gone through. Next, you have Share Wisdom. You can't make this up. So there may be somebody who needs to hear from the lessons you have learned in the past. There may be someone who needs that lesson to let go as you have learned to let go. This can also mean that as you're sharing wisdom with others, you're gaining wisdom from people around you. That'd be a very collaborative way to work, right? Because when we give to other people, it's always nice to receive something back. And if they are your genuine tribe, they will be wanting to reciprocate and give back to you. If you give friendly advice, if you tell them, hey, I did this, this, and this, they're going to want to give back. So while you're seeking wisdom, you're getting it back as well. And I'm seeing that there is someone close to you someone you speak with often, and they're giving you wisdom to move forward in the month of March in ways that you maybe you've considered but you really weren't sure how to action them, or and it could even be left field, something that, oh wow, I didn't know this was a thing. I mean, I entertained the thought once or twice, but that's amazing. So if there is someone close to you who is sharing wisdom, don't be afraid to ask questions, because if they're close to you, they're going to give you all the information you need. So just don't be afraid. Asking questions is how we learn. So to start off your reading, you have the Lover's card. This is the Gemini card, okay? So the Lover's card is, it can point toward a romance, that person close to you, but it can also point towards a choice, choosing what it is you love, choosing to work on the things that really resonate with you. So if the Lover's card is tugging at you, it's your heart space, it's your center, screaming loud and clear so you can hear, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, spirit comes in quiet whispers. It's not always a knock at the door and a really loud scream, okay? Very subtle hints that catch our attention is normally how I would experience it, okay? But everyone has their story. So leave something in the comments for me below if there was a time where spirit spoke to you loud and clear and it just really got your attention. I love hearing things like that because these are amazing energies and these are amazing times we're working with. And I love hearing where spirit is really taking center stage. Okay, so if you have a story like that, drop that in the comments below. Next in your reading, you have the Strength card. Strength is all about the lion and the lady. So just as this big ferocious lion could easily turn and eat her, it is a sign of primal energy, sheer strength and courageous energy. Whereas the lady is all about grace and I guess you could say grace and gentleness, okay? So there is a certain balance in the way you're operating as you work on whatever resonates with you. And as you're seeking wisdom, you're recognizing what it is you need to let go and what kind of thoughts and activities and maybe substances aren't working with you. And you're balancing them out because we all like a little bit of what we enjoy, but we recognize that too much of a good thing or too much of anything for that matter can be detrimental to our health, emotional, physical, mental, what have you. And you're recognizing what things are pulling you back and what's helping you move forward, and you're working in tandem, kind of dancing back and forth, because that's absolutely Gemini, right? You're I guess people say two-faced, but I like to look at it as multifaceted. There's more to a Gemini than what you're seeing. There's another side, and I don't really see it as two-faced. It's really more, there's the person you have to be and the person you like to be, the person you are at your heart center. Okay, I know a couple Geminis, and a couple of my children are Geminis actually. So you're operating from a place of strength, realizing when to touch and go, when to move, when to stay, what to play on, what not to, what to let go and what to keep. Okay. Next, you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is all about material, things you can touch, things you can see, the real world around you, okay? This can point towards your money, material possessions, or just the day-to-day, okay? What your world is, what it consists of. So the Five of Pentacles indicates that there is a symbol of loss. You are seeing what is a lost cause, but you are seeing what does need to be invested in. It's really not grown to the level you may want it to. It's not, front center stage, the shining moment. This may be a passion project. This may be how you live your day to day. You want to spend more time on the things that truly resonate with you. And that plays back on the choices and the strength card. You're making choices for yourself on what really works for you, what is your genuine energy, and going for the things that you truly love. Because remember, the Lovers is what romances you, not so much in like the romance, happily ever after story, but romance in like the fantasize, the things you dream about, the things that speak to your heart space. And strength is, again, what you're keeping, letting go, what you're investing in, and what you're not. So that Five of Pentacles says you're very aware of what does need your time and energy and what can be let go of at this time. So I just want to see what may not be in Gemini's immediate vision, what might catch you off guard, what's kind of left field. You have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is all about new doors opening and a balancing of how you're going to action energy, because wands are all about action. They're a fiery, passionate energy. So new doors may be opening to you at this time in ways you did not see coming. And in the tarot, cats are synonymous with magic, the familiar, things hidden in plain sight, as magic often is. And then in the other hand, this gentleman has the globe, the entire world. So new doors are opening in ways that will help you address the self and the entire world. Like we talked about, that two sides of the Gemini, the person you have to be for everybody else, and the person that you are, the person that's growing within to give to the outer world. So the Two of Wands indicates at this time that there may be new doors opening to you. There may be new opportunities for personal growth and growth in the outside world, like professional growth or new groups of people that you affiliate with. So I do love having that card for you because it's actually really good, happy surprises to run into, in my opinion. Sorry about that, Gemini, a little bit of interruption. So let's go ahead and continue with this reading. I just want to see what kind of blessings my Gemini has in the month of March. What blessings do you have, Gemini? You have the Eight of Cups. So Eight of Cups is all about walking away from what no longer serves you. Again, cups are water, heart-based energy. So you, like we said, are making choices on what works for you and what doesn't. So if something doesn't genuinely call to you, you're disconnecting from it. You're not putting as much effort into it. And whether you decide to cut whatever that thing, people, environment, situations, hobbies, habits, whatever, whether you decide to cut it off directly or just ease out and not put as much focus on it or not is entirely up to you. But you are walking like the young girl on the beach toward the stars, toward the things that really your stars, what calls to you, what is heralding you forward. Because in the end of the day, Gemini, it's your life and nobody can tell you how to live it. If the expectations put upon you don't feel like you, what are you even doing? I mean, that's a very cold, between the eyes way of looking at it, but I came to a revelation like that myself at one point in my life. And I had to like stop and really, see the whole forest. There's the expression, can't see the forest for the trees. I had to stop and look at the big picture. Is this me? Am I happy? So the blessings you have going for you in the month of March, Gemini, you're very aware of what it is you need to walk away from, and you're going to have that pull, and you're going to give yourself permission to do that, okay? Now, I just want to see, what advice do you have for my Gemini in the month of March, Spirit? What advice? You have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a very studious card. It is all about learning lessons, learning new things. So you are going to have new lessons kind of drop in your lap, sort of aha moments that come unexpectedly. So the advice is to take these aha moments to heart and utilize them in a way that works for you. Turn that knowledge into wisdom. And really learn from your past mistakes and apply things in a way that will help you with forward motion, help you with forward movement and growth. So I just want to go ahead and draw a rune for you, Gemini. And I just want to let you know that I do not look. The runes are totally random. I'm just pulling here. All right. And you have the rune of Perthro. Perthro is a magical energy. It's feminine in nature. It's all about it's all about how we take what is available to us, and we use that energy to create, just like the woman giving birth. We use that energy to create, to make something new. So turning this knowledge into wisdom and making choices based on what really feels right, what really works for you. I can absolutely see why Perthro is present in this reading. Again, I do apologize for the late reading, Gemini. It has been a little bit of a hectic month. Again, I apologize for my cold and the gravelly voice. I will get over this soon. Thank you so much for your blessings. Stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you. My name is Echo. Take care.